Welcome to the stream. This is going to be episode number 3. So, see how this goes. There was a couple of times I tried to record episode number 2, but I wasn't 100% satisfied with certain things and I had to mess around with a few things. So, I ended up deleting those videos and redoing. I'm going to restream basically episode number 3 today. Um, And I've done a fair bit of work uh, on the future port or harbor and on the meditation area. So basically, when I ended episode number 2, I had a meditation area up there behind my NAR, and I discovered the reason why I couldn't find an enchanted tile. And the reason why is because even though I had flowers planted like I was supposed to, apparently your meditation area can't be so many dirts above water. So I think it's something like 8 dirts or something like that above water max. So because that platform is so high away from the water, the slope is so high, it wasn't close enough to the water. So, uh, not all is lost though. I'm gonna repurpose that area over there. And over here, I've actually made the new meditation area. So I actually planted not a full 5 by 5 area like I wanted to. I actually wanted to go, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only 4 tiles by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 by 5, I guess, right now. I wanted to go 5 by 5, but I actually hit rock in that corner. So because I hit rock in that corner, I decided this is probably as far as I can go. If I start leveling inside the cliff here, this cliff face, I'm gonna hit rock most likely. But the good news is I found the special tile, and it happened to spawn up as this one right here. So I do have a love tile now. The question is, will it stay there when I put sand down to change these tiles to sand? I'm actually gonna tweak this a bit. So what I want to do is I want to create some sand tiles here to kind of match the front part here, so that the side and the front of the temple will have like a bit of a sand slope to it. And because I do plan on building a marble temple around this right here. And the beauty of it is when you come down the road is already here and everything, so I don't need to make a new road like I would have had to over there in order to have access to the temple. So it kind of works in my favor, I guess you could say. Um, Furthermore, what I can also do is have this land go kind of around to like I could have kind of like a sandy edge go all the way around to make that harbor really nice. But for now, I'm just going to worry about turning this area here into sand. So what I actually need to do is get some sand. So apparently there's a sand tile right here. So all I got to do is dig a couple of sand out of here. It might be too deep for me to do that. Yeah, it's too deep to dig, unfortunately. Maybe this side? No, not so much. I need a dredge, so I'm gonna have to dredge it. I wonder if I can dredge it just standing up. I forget now. I think I can. Yeah, looks like I'll be able to dredge it. Okay, so I dredged a hole. It should be or sand in my dredge rather. Yep, heap of sand. Okay. So I'll just dredge a little bit of sand from here. And then, yeah, I'll just dredge a bit of sand from here. And then I'll turn those dirt tiles into sand. The dredge is full. Oh, okay, so I can carry 2 sands. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is go over here and Actually, I'll just drop it like right on this corner. Hopefully it'll turn the top portion here to sand. And I think it did. Ah, it's dirt. Okay, I guess I have to do it closer to the top then, maybe. Working with dropping sand's a little tricky sometimes. Yeah, see, it's not doing it. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to try again. Dredge, dredge. Better not drown myself, actually. I just realized my stamina's kind of low. I better come up here first and get some stamina back before I go ahead and drown myself. Alright, there we go. Alright, now hop back in the water. Dredge another sand out of here. Now, I'll go back up. I guess I'll just have to drop it in the far corner here. Then I could always flatten it back again after. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that didn't do it. Maybe I have to do it in this corner then. Oh, there we go. No, that didn't do it either. Man. Okay. It's kind of annoying. Oh well. Too shallow to be dredged. Dredge. Dredge. Have to do it again. I'm changing the sand in the bottom, but I'm not changing the top like I wanted to. Okay, so let's try this again. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just do it in this corner then. There we go. Now it's doing what I needed to do. See, the problem I want to avoid though is turning this grass now to sand, and I'm hoping it's not going to do that, but I don't know, man. Oh, I'm lucky. Okay, good. So if I stay in this far corner, it should be okay then. Alright, so this is sand. I'll dredge a couple more. And I should be good to go here in a minute. I didn't want to destroy my tile, my love tile, by accidentally dropping sand and having my flowered tile become sand. You know what I mean? So I'm dropping it kind of away, like in the far corner, hoping that it won't affect that tile basically, right? So drop. There we go. So far so good. And then I just need one more in this corner right here, I believe. Wait. Yeah, this corner. Okay. So right. Wait, I can't see. Okay, right here. I'll drop it right here. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now that's all nice sandy beach type area. Perfect. That's dirt still. Maybe what I'll do is I'll change that to sand. Um, oops, I gotta select my dredge again. Oh, I do have it selected. Oh, I just didn't see the options there. Okay, so dredge and dredge. Just gotta turn. I think what I'll do is I'll probably dredge these slopes and make them all the same at a later point, just to get them nice and neat. You know, it'd be nicer to have sort of like flattish slopes here for the port, like for the, but I can fix that later. Okay, so that's sand now. all this area is sand like it should be. That's sand. That's sand. That's sand. This is not sand, but I can change that. That's sand. That's dirt. So let's go over, dredge this. You can always, like I said, fix these slopes to make them different later on. You can fix that later. That's sand. Good. That's good enough. That's all I wanted was this whole area here fixed up for sand. Okay, good. Now all I need to do is level this off. Um, that's flat. I wonder if that'll stay as sand if I level it. I think so. I think if, as long as it's sand, if I level with dirt, I think it should stay sand when I level it. Let's find out. I haven't done this in a while, so. Okay, good. It's staying as sand. So I could just level it off with dirt and it'll stay a sand tile now. Because what I want to do is I want to make this whole area the same level as my meditation area here. Because I ended up having to put 5 extra dirt on top of these tiles just to make them flat. Because I hit rock in that one corner and that tile was uneven. So rather than exposing the rock and surface mining it, which I hate doing, I'd rather just drop dirt on it to make it flat and then make all the other ones flat at the same level. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. The only thing that I think I'm going to run into, the issue that I'm going to run into, is that it's going to change the slope of my perfect 20 over there. That's going to become like a different slope. I like keeping it consistent, but whatever. I guess it's not a huge deal. Um, Maybe it's a quick and easy fix though. We'll see. First things first, flatten all these to make them the same. The one benefit of this whole piece of work here is that I don't need extra dirt from somewhere else. I pulled so much dirt out of this mountain I can just reuse it for other projects, right? That require dirt, which is kind of nice. I never have to buy dirt because I'm on the side of a mountain and there's so much dirt on the mountain here that whenever I have to dig into it to build a new platform, I'm digging dirt. So I never end up being starved of dirt. And even if I was, I could just make dirt on my priest anyway, so. Yeah, see that slope is changing now? It's not a huge deal though, I guess. I mean, it'll be 20 there, 16 here, or whatever. Could fix that later. It's no big deal. Or I could just leave it as is. It's not like it's gonna be a huge issue anyway. If you carried some dirt, oh, okay, I gotta get some more. Let's level this tile. It's making my boat flop in the water there because I'm messing with the dirt here. grab more dirt. Now I have some marble and mortar in my boat, in my Nar, so I just have to bring my Nar up beside here and I can just pull the materials from that to build the temple. But before I build the temple, I'm gonna check and make sure my meditation tile hasn't moved from my activities in the area here, leveling, and I don't think it'll move, but sometimes when you play with tiles around the area, it can mess it up, right? So I don't think it will though, since I didn't touch the grass tiles, but I'm gonna find out for sure in a minute. Because once I meditate on that one tile, I'll know. Oh, I gotta get more dirt. There we go. Too far away. Did I not get dirt? There was only one. Okay. Flat, flat. Okay, we're all flat. That's good. So all I need to do is these 4 tiles and then I'm done. I am checking my stream to see if there's anybody saying anything in chat. I didn't advertise my stream. I probably should if I want people to come in and watch it, but I figured I'll do that in a minute. It's not like I'm doing anything too interesting. People could always watch it once the video is saved to YouTube and sitting on Twitch anyway, so. I should probably advertise it shortly though. I don't mind if we're missing out on viewers the first half an hour or so though. Just getting into this. Okay. Level ground. Oh, I didn't level this tile yet. What? I don't understand why that happens, but sometimes when you level a tile, is it because I don't have dirt? No, I have dirt. Not strong enough. Oh, I see. It's trying to take dirt off the tile, that's why. Okay, so we'll just move that out. I was wondering why it was casting a timer but not actually flattening it out. Now I know why. Alright, so that one's flat too now. So we're flat all along here now, which is perfect. Wait, except for maybe those tiles. Yeah, those ones are off, so I need to level those. I have to remove dirt, apparently. Oops, wrong command. Level. Already flat. Okay, good. So my meditation area is set up. Alright, so now I need to fix this area here. Okay, so I think what I'll do is probably advertise my stream here in a minute. And we have a new follower. Very cool. Alright, we're gonna hop in. That swimming sound, that's another problem with the swimming sound. Okay, I'm just gonna stop hauling the anchor for a minute here. So, this is one thing I've noticed that I think could be changed in the game. First of all, you can see I'm on land here, and this dirt is 5 dirts above what's required for a nar or a sailboat or canoe. And the only time you hear the water sound is when I'm moving around like this and I hear the water sloshing around as it would in real life. If you're moving around in the water like that, you're sloshing water around. But once I enter 5 dirts deep, my character is obviously still standing. My character isn't swimming and I'm not even moving. And yet I hear the constant sloshing of water. And it's kind of annoying because, yeah, and now if I go into the water here, I hear the same sloshing noise, which is fine because my character is actually swimming now, right? And if I move around, you can hear water sloshing around, which is great. But the minute I step back up here, into even if it's 5 dirts deep, I'm not swimming, so why am I hearing sloshing water sounds all the time? And the reason that's annoying is because of this. If I decide to build a tunnel in here, which is what I'm planning to do, to go to that mountain over there, I'm building this tunnel so it's 5 dirts deep, which means I'll be able to use a nar, I'll be able to walk, I'll be able to use a sailboat, a canoe, to go into that tunnel without having to create a separate um, road on each side of the tunnel for foot traffic. Because it's 5 dirts deep, right? So I can come in here with my horse, my wagon, my large cart, my boats, and everything works. I don't need to create a separate, road on the side of the tunnel in order for my foot traffic to pass. The only problem with this is this annoying sloshing water sound. So I'm going to go into my tunnel walking around like this, and I'm going to be mining, and I'm going to be hearing this sloshing water sound the entire time I'm mining inside there. That's the only annoyance. I mean, yes, I can mute my client, but if I'm streaming, and I'm inside my tunnel in the future and I'm streaming as I'm digging this tunnel or whatever, you're gonna hear this annoying sloshing sound the whole time I'm streaming unless I turn the sound off. What I would like for the devs to do is to change it so that when you're 5 dirts deep like this, or rather when your character is not swimming, obviously I'm not swimming, it should sound like this. So that when I move, okay, I hear water when I'm moving, but if I'm not moving, I shouldn't hear no water sloshing sound. So that's my request for a future change to the game. I know it's a minor thing, but and here's another thing. So now I've just hopped into my boat from 5 dirts deep, and I hear water sloshing sound when I'm sitting in my boat. And I shouldn't be hearing that sound at all, because I'm not even swimming anymore. Anyways, I raise my anchor, and then all of a sudden it goes away. So raising my anchor is triggering an event in the code to say to stop playing the sloshing water sound, whatever that sound is. So I thought to myself, what they could do to change that is make it so that the sloshing water sound, whatever it is, only gets triggered on the swimming animation of your character. So when your character is actually swimming, that's when the sound gets triggered. And the rest of the time it should be that other sound that only activates when you're actually moving, so in the water, like I showed you a minute ago. So anyway, let's moor here. Oh, I moored myself right into the land. Oh, whatever. Anyway, the reason I'm putting my ship here is because, well, I got my new meditation area set up. And I want to build a marble building here. Um, Now, the only thing I'm thinking is my tile still valid? So I'm going to drop my meditation rug on this tile, and hopefully by changing the other tiles to sand, I didn't go mess up my meditation tile. So I'm going to find out in a minute here when I meditate on this tile. So I learned one important lesson, which was don't build your meditation tiles way high above water because it won't work. It has to be within 8 dirts, I think, of water. And my other meditation platform I set up on the other side of my Nari. You can't see it right now because I'm meditating, but it was way high above water, and I meditated on every single flower tile, and I'm like, how come I don't have an enchanted tile? And that was why. I built it too high from the water. So now I'm going to have to repurpose that whole area. But it's okay, it worked out in the end because I ended up making this my meditation area right by my road that comes down to the ships here anyway. So, it's not such a bad deal. It actually, building the meditation area over there and having it not work actually gave me the idea of turning that area into like an inland um, port or harbor, and to set it up so that I could start building boats over there and stuff. So I'm still digging out that whole area. I'm gonna keep digging out that wall until I hit rock, and then I'm gonna tunnel into that, and I'm gonna make a tunnel that goes all the way to the Humpback Mountain back there. And the goal is to tunnel in far enough that I end up in the center of that mountain. Not the center as in the middle of the two humps, but the width of the mountain from the sea. If I was looking at it, I'd be looking at it this way, and the mountain might be X number of tiles wide. Well, I want to end up in the middle of it, and the reason why is because here's Humpback Mountain. So I'm going to try and end up in the middle so that when I make a tunnel east, it tunnels east all the way through the mountain. And then I can create separate tunnels that go north and south all along this mountain here and reveal all the ore and other stuff that's inside there. So that's my sort of personal tunnel project. There, it looks like my tile's still valid. It says this is indeed a special place, so I'm good. My meditation tile is good, so this area is pretty much done for the most part. I just need to shape the walls back here maybe a little bit better and stuff. Um, hmm. I guess if I level all these walls at the top and make all those tiles flat and the same level, these slopes will automatically end up being the same amount of dirts high and whatever. And then I could just slab them. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. And then yeah, that'll make that look a little bit neater. But I suppose I could at least start building the temple on top here. Let me see, mallet. Let's start planning this out here with my crappy carpentry. What's my carpentry anyway? It's like 60 something still. Yeah, 66. Oh man, I need to work on that. But what can I say? I'm a smith. I'm not a carpentry type guy, so I don't work on it very often. Most of that skill comes from like imping crates and other junk that I've done in the past. Alright. Anyway, I don't know if you guys have seen, oops. I don't know if you've seen the other episodes that I have. I have two other episodes. I basically just started streaming, so um, Catspur gave me some good little tips, so I've made my new interface to my stream a little bit better as a result of that. If you guys have any suggestions or anything, feel free to let me know. Um, I don't really plan these things out very much. I just kind of go with the flow. I used to stream in the past, but oh man, I don't have no mortar in my boat. I thought I had mortar in here. I guess I don't. Okay, well, I'll have to go to the top and get mortar. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying, yeah, so I used to stream in the past, but at the time it just took too much time out of like I didn't have enough time to do it. I had, you know, my family situation and life situation was different at that time, so nowadays I have a lot more free time, especially now that I'm on disability, so I got lots of free time to play Worm, especially in the winter time. Fall and winter in Canada, the weather's not so nice, so we tend to stay inside, and this is the thing that I like to do when I stay inside is play Worm. During the spring and summer, I'm not on Worm as often, very little in fact, just because I'm a motorcycle rider, so I'm almost I'm motorcycling almost every single day. I'm riding almost every day during the spring and summer. I should probably move that fight window up somewhere else. Maybe beneath that mission progress bar up here, maybe? Just looking on my stream here to see if it doesn't overlap with any of the GUI elements of the stream itself. There we go. I'll lock it right there. Man, there's so many horses. They always come on my property. That's because my hunting area is essentially this mountain, and on the other side of it, it's all tundra. So tons and tons of horses and some other mobs spawn around here. I usually almost always get coins when I go hunting, just because I end up killing so many mobs all in one go. I'll clear the whole tundra and then I'll wait like a month for it to respawn all the animals and stuff, and then I'll go back out and do it again. There's a bunch of greenish lava spiders out there that I always go out and kill just because they're a good skill up for fighting skill. And they're easy to kill too, so I don't have any water in here. Okay. Alright, well, we killed those horses. Let's go get the wagon. Oh, I have to fix this at some point. That building up there is actually a couple of people that live on my deed. It's a husband and wife, but they haven't played in many, many days. Over 6 months, I think. They said they're probably going to come back at some point, but it's their unfinished sandstone house over there. I gave them that spot to use and do whatever they wanted. Let's eat this one. Alright. Fill up my little thermos here with water, I guess. Alright. Oh, where's my cart or my wagon? It's over here. I gotta make these horses pregnant again soon. I haven't bred them in quite a few days now. Alright. Why am I not moving? I cannot move. That's interesting. Let's try that again. What's going on? Why isn't it letting me move my wagon around? Oh, I know why. I didn't hitch all my horses when I unhitched them last time. That's why. I was wondering why we weren't moving. Yeah, so I got enough materials now to finish that castle and everything. But my deeds progress has been slow just because, like, basically all of this stuff is 2 years ago. Because I've been just grinding my smithing skills. I'm like 95 blacksmithing and 93 platesmithing, and which brings me to an important little topic actually. I was on the forums today, and there was this guy who wanted to buy an account. It's in the Wanna Sell forum. And somebody went into that forum and replied to the guy's post, and they were talking about how they leveled weaponsmithing from 1 to 70 in 2 months. And basically, what they did was they created like 40 wooden spears, always made sure that their CCFB was 100, um, and that their nutrition was always the highest. They were always using high COC skiller tools, and the guy purchased about 50 sleep powders. Well, he purchased 100, but he only ended up using 50 or 55 sleep powders. So, using sleep bonus, the tools and CCFB and nutrition at 100%, it took him 2 months to imp wooden spears to get 70 weaponsmithing. So the reason why he used weapon or wooden spears instead of metal is because he would leave them inside the forge and imp them inside his forge. And then when he imped them as high as he could, he would turn on the forge and let the wooden spears burn. And when they burn, they take damage. And then he'd stop, like he'd snuff out the forge right before, the items go poof. Maybe he would lose a few in the process, but for the most part, they'd be back down between like 5 to 10 quality. And then he would imp them all back up again, rinse and repeat this process for 2 months, and he got his weaponsmithing to 70. I don't know if he had any other weapons, any other smithing skills, so I don't know what smithing he started at, and I don't know if he had any other smithing skills, but my smithing skill is already 56 because I've already done blacksmithing and platesmithing up to an extent. So if I do weaponsmithing, it should put me well over 60 smithing or 65 smithing, maybe even higher than that, according to this guy's post. So I said to myself, hey, like that's the skill I was actually wanting to level next. I'm already 21 in it because I've done some work on it. Um, but yeah, to get to 70 with his technique might not be such a bad idea. And the thing is, he didn't use affinity food either, whereas I have affinity food for weaponsmithing. So, I mean, it's not hard. You can buy the pizzas off trade for 30 copper now. So, um, yeah, so that's a good little method apparently of raising your weaponsmithing the easy way. He said he thinks he could probably reach 90 weaponsmithing in 4 months total using that method. But he hasn't tried. He just went up to 70 and he kind of stopped there because he wanted to take a break. I guess he burned himself out a little bit from uh, from weaponsmithing. So, I don't have crates in. Oh man. So yeah, I thought I had my crates in here, and apparently I don't. So now I gotta go all the way back up. Oh, wonderful. Now I gotta go up and get mortar. Anyway, weaponsmithing, yeah. That's the next one I want to push up. Because I can do all the blacksmithing tools now. That's not a problem. And I can do like plate. So to get weaponsmithing, that would be nice because then I can imp some of the other tools that I can't currently do, like carving knives and things like that. Um, Not to mention my own weapon, which would be nice. Because my axe, like if I go to Rift, it doesn't take long to go from 90 to 80 quality doing Rift, you know. And being in the center of Xanadu, essentially, because I'm at M20, I'm almost in the center of the server, so the rifts spawn all around here. Almost every single time there's a rift, I see the beam from my deed. That's why I usually go to them fairly often if I'm around, because they're so accessible from where I am. Other people have to travel from all ends of Xanadu to get to them, but I'm usually just hop, skip, and a jump. Usually they're within 5,000 tiles from my deed, so getting to rifts is not so bad. Crate rack is over here, actually. There's that boa snake or anaconda I killed the other day. Just put his corpse on display. Still hasn't decayed to the point where it disappeared yet. Let's see. Mortar, mortar, mortar. We need mortar. So let's grab, I don't know, 4 of these should be enough. Then I could load some bricks. Actually, maybe I should just take bricks and put them in here instead of having to go to my ship. Bricks. I need marble though. Marble bricks. Yeah, that's it. Good enough. Alright. I wish there was more hell horses around here. There isn't. I don't know. On the other side of the lake, there seems to be way more hell horses than on this side. There's next to none on this side of the server for some reason. Like, I've been all over this area here and all south of here, and there's like no hell horses to be found hardly. So breeding them out here isn't really that great. But I remember when Heliotrope used to live across the water directly from here, she had a whole stables full of hell horses. And when she quit the game, all those hell horses were just locked up in gates. And I wish that creature cages existed at the time because I would have had a way to grab a whole pile of those hell horses with, 5 speed and whatever and bring them over here. And unfortunately, all those horses stayed in there. Everything decayed, and they either got free or they died, one of the two. Sad, unfortunately. There were so many of them. She had nice horses. That was her main skill. She had a faux priest, and she had really good animal husbandry. She was good at breeding tons and tons and tons of horses. She had all hell horses, and man, they pull wagons nice and fast. Let's see. So let's take, I don't know, 5 mortar and 5 marble bricks. Let's go and I haven't put a brick on a building in like what, year and a half, something like that. Oh my god. Finalize structure, yeah, I guess so. Finalize. And then, okay, now I have to think. Should I just do, maybe I should do like a big arch for the middle. Like that right arch and left arch thing. I wonder what it looks like. let's go. I'm gonna go to my web browser for a minute here. And I'm gonna go um, Wormpedia. Okay, and then marble. Here we go. Marble arch left. So that's what the left arch looks like. I see. And it looks like there's a post in the middle. Or is that just for corner archway? I wonder. Because I'm thinking that makes a nice looking sort of front entrance, right? To have this arch. And then maybe have another, like a right arch right next to it. Marble right arch. Yeah. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Actually, now that I think about it, if I do that on each corner and then in the middle, I suppose I could use Deed Planner to test this out, but I don't have it set up right now. Marble wall, no. T-arch, no. Is it a T-arch? What does T-arch look like? T-arch is like that. Okay, and that's sort of like a pillar type thing. It kind of looks like a marble pillar. Marble arched wall. And the arched walls look like that. Maybe what I'll do to make it look different is I'll make like marble right arch and a left arch, and then in the middle I'll put those T-walls. Where is it? Those T-arches. Is it T-arch? Yeah. Yeah, like put two of these in the middle, because it kind of looks like a nice looking sort of pillar, right? Let's try that. That'll make an interesting look to it, I guess. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go over here and build marble. Wait, which one was this? Was this marble arch right or arch left? Um, Marble arch right. Yeah, okay. Alright. Marble arch right. You need fence bars. Really? Mortar, 20 mortar, 20... Oh, I need iron fence bars? Ah, damn it. Okay, alright. Well, if I need fence bars... I wonder if... Do I have any in here? Fence bars. No, I don't. Darn it. I'm gonna have to make some. That means I gotta go up again. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna unhitch a horse and go up and get some. Because I only need a certain amount of these things anyway. Okay, so if I do that, so this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 8 fence bars. So that's what I will do. Go get 8 fence bars. And then I'll be good to go. Who knew that a marble arch left takes a fence bar? That's weird. That's the other thing. I'm gonna have to fence in each one of those open sort of walls, I think, because I think animals can still get in. If you have an arched wall, I think animals can walk right through it, and I don't want them to mess up my meditation tiles. So I'm probably gonna have to stick some fences in between the archways just to prevent anything from getting through. Is that correct? I think so. I am monitoring chat in the stream, by the way, if anybody decides to speak. I'm flipping back and forth to it every so often to check. Fence bars. I think I had some in here somewhere. I don't have a stock of these though. I think there was like not that many. Fence bar, fence bar. Only one, yeah. That's not enough. I need like 8 of them. Alright. I have to make some. I wonder if I have iron in here already. I do. Okay, good. Alright, let's see. Kindling. Light that up. Get some of these crappy logs. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Burn one of those. There we go. Okay. These Lobi swords get a lot of damage because they're sitting in my forge. It's from weaponsmithing. Repair that one. Too busy. Okay. I have so many horseshoes I have to imp up still. 23 of them to imp. Actually, I should take this gold out of here. Just pop that in here for now. The lump doesn't fit. Really? I have too much wood scrap in here, probably. Oh, crap. I have too much stuff in here. Wonder if kelp will burn in the... I can't burn kelp in a forge? Why not? It's just a plant. That's kind of weird. Oh well. What else can I get rid of? Is there anything I can get rid of? Not really, I mean... You know what? Actually, I have to move these iron lumps anyway. Oops. Wrong one. Move these to the forge, so that'll give me some room, actually. Not enough space. Fine. Gonna use a backpack. Lumps. Throw that in here. Take that in here. There we go. What else? Oh yeah, there's this plate set I have to finish. I'm almost able to amp my forge to 80. My masonry is 74. I think once I hit 75, I should be able to get this the last 0.5 points up to 80, hopefully. It's just a pain in the butt trying to do it right now. Doesn't seem to want to go up very much more. What's in here? Just a little bit of damage on those lumps. Not a big deal though. Actually, I probably don't even have enough weight in those lumps, do I? But that's okay, because I think I added more in here anyway. Yeah, I did. Okay, so I'll just put these in here. May as well just combine it all. Wait till that heats up a little bit more, because I think some of the lumps weren't hot yet. Yeah, they're still searing. Gotta wait a little bit. Actually, I may as well keep that one. Was there one lump in here that was 88? I thought there was. I guess not. I thought there was. 83. Oh. I thought there was an 88 in here. Is there one in here? No. Must have been seeing things. I have to finish imping this frying pan to 91. I could do that later on though. It's not a critical thing right now. But I should have just finished it the other day. But alright, glowing from heat. We're good. Let's take this. Probably shouldn't be using this high quality stuff to create these, but I don't really care. I have so much of it anyway. Let's just get it done. Fence bars, fence bars. Wait, maybe it's small anvil. Oh no, right here. Yeah, not enough. Not enough weight. I have to get some more. We're just 2 fence bars short. Just use this low quality stuff here. Should be enough, I would think. Yeah, so I just revamped my page the other night. I had a page that used to be called Neville's Smith Shop or something like that, smithing shop. And I had a bunch of prices on there for like blacksmithing and platesmithing imps and stuff. But that was done like over a year ago or something, and then I was away most of the spring and summer. So needless to say, a lot's changed in pricing and stuff since then. So I took a look at a few pages and came up with some prices on things and revamped that page. Now it's called under the merchant ads in the forums. It's called Applebrook Market. So it's not a market in the sense that I have a whole bunch of pre-made items on there to sell, at least not yet. But I do have all of my prices for priest enchants, um, and platesmithing and blacksmithing on there. So I can do casts, I can do platesmithing and blacksmithing. So if people want to hire me for something, send me their tools to be imped, or they need enchants done or whatever, I'll definitely do it. I think my pricing is pretty decent. I mean, the one thing that I made sure about was that my prices make sense. In other words, you know, the prices of individual items add up to the same price of a full set, so it makes sense. Some people, they overprice certain things or underprice other things. I made it all sort of consistent, and the pricing is fairly competitive, I would say, with everybody else that's out there. So, you know, I haven't advertised it yet, but it is there. You can look it up if you decide you want me to imp something up for you. The service that I get requested to do the most is to imp people's tools up to like 91 quality. I do that a lot, so. As a matter of fact, I did a lot of tools at the Impalong, and I did some plate too at the Impalong. It was a Lunalong that just passed recently. I did probably over 20 different plate pieces and at least as many blacksmithing items, if not more. And then on top of that, I was doing AOSP enchants and some BOTD enchants, some nimbleness and life transfer. So I did a lot while I was there. I had 3 tunes going at the same time, and I spent some sleepless nights just hammering away until I was so tired I couldn't stay up anymore, and then I'd go to bed, come back, do it all over again. And I did that probably for about 3 or 4 days straight while I was there. That's how I got my blacksmithing above 95 and my platesmithing above 93. So it was good. I got some good skill out of it. I rared some items for people. Everybody was happy with what they had gotten. So just because Lunalong is done doesn't mean I can't continue to provide those services. The only difference is now I do it for free, obviously, because Lunalong is for free, but we all have to make some money in the game somehow. I may as well just eat up the rest of this iron with fence bars. Oh wait, I don't have enough anyway. Well, there you go, I ate it all. Alright, so 8 of them was enough anyway, that's all I need. So that's it for that. I have my fence bars, good to go. Back down to do this temple. Oops. Alright, here we are. Take a break. I guess I'll just take one of each. Oh, took already that many, whatever. Okay. uh, trowel. Okay. Should probably get a rare trowel at some point. Since I have already a rare stone chisel. What do we want? We want an archright. Okay. That's archright. Okay, and then I guess to crafting window. I wonder if I can reach them from here. What does it say? No, I'm too far away. That's what I thought. Okay. We'll do 7 of these. Whatever mortar. I got 45 mortar. Okay. Alright. At least my trowel is fast. I can get this done quick. probably not getting any skill. Huh, a little bit I guess. It's going green, but probably not that much skill. Alright, time to go to the other side. Oh yeah, crap. I have to get my horse hooked back up. Just gonna move the cart and, or the wagon rather. There we go. Oh, did I? Oh yeah, I forgot I have to re-hitch all these other ones. There we go. Go to the other side. Place it kind of like right there. Close enough that I can just pick up more bricks. Okay, and where is my, I don't have one set up here for masonry. Just put this here. Just save this. There we go. Arch left. It's probably saying I need a fence bar. Yep. Okay. Cannot carry. Oh, okay. Move one of these there, one of these there. More stamina. Alright. That looks decent. Okay, and then I can do T arches for this. Marble T. I need a fence bar for those, probably. Guess so. Build marble T arch. There we go. And then I'll do another one over here. Marble T arch. T arch. Add. This will be different than my other buildings because I don't have any other buildings that look quite like this. So I try and make each one of my buildings sort of unique looking, a little bit different. You know what? I had an idea. Maybe what I can do too is create, that new statue for Tick, who passed away. I think that's how you say the name, Tick. Anyway, that new marble statue, I have to figure out how to get it first, and then second of all, I could build it on top here because it's right close to water, and Tick was apparently a big fishing person, so it makes sense that it would be right by the water, kind of overlooking the water. So that'll be my little tribute to Tick, I guess. I'm probably gonna stick it on top of this building, make some like fancy looking top floor to prop up the statue or something. Hey, that looks pretty good. I like this. Yeah, that looks awesome. Okay, I like that. Looks so much better than the old style. Like I remember you just used to stack these arched walls next to each other. This looks a lot more interesting. Doing two of these marble left and right arches and then putting T arches in the middle definitely fits the whole temple look. Because the T arch, like the T in the middle, kind of looks almost uh, like a pillar, like a marble pillar. Like these parts is like a marble pillar. Looks kind of cool. I like that. I wonder what would look good for fence in between the like for each border. I'm gonna have to think about that. I wonder if I should do like mix and match. Maybe marble with slate or something, or pottery. I don't know. Pottery's red though. I don't know if red and white would. Well, red and white's not that bad actually. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe the slate would look better. I'm not sure. Okay, let's take a look at this. Pop these back in here for a minute. Yeah, that looks good. It's nice and wide open. It's definitely more suitable for a meditation area. That looks that looks bad. That looks badass. Not bad, but badass. Yeah, I like that. That's perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna do the same thing all the way around. And then, yeah, that'll look good. Alright, so now that this is open, I could just come in here. Yeah, that's perfect. I like that. Okay, so this is a right arch. One of these. One of these. Actually, now that I think about it, I didn't realize that the T-arches use fence bars as well, so I'm actually gonna have to go up there and make more. Because I thought only these ones used it, the marble left arch and right arch. I forgot the T-arches use those as well. So I'm gonna need not just 8, I have what, 4 more? So that'll cover this side, and yeah, I'll be a little short. Count up how many I need in a minute. Marble arch right, I believe it is, yeah. Marble arch right. Drag those over. Check chat. Chat's clear. Just a normal day in paradise. Just checking what people wrote after I posted my stream. Blah blah blah. Nothing much. People are just randomly talking about whatever. Alright, that one's done. Pop this here. T-arch. Can't wait for the day I can actually queue up 5 actions, but it takes forever to get mine logic. I'm like 36.3. Still got like 4 points to go basically. A little bit less than that, but 4 points takes forever with mine logic. Wonder what people are selling in trade. Garden gnomes. I thought about buying some of those garden gnomes and sticking them in my farm. Witch hats, troll masks. I wonder what quality. I should probably buy a higher quality one. I have like an 80 quality witch hat, but it's nice to have ones that are even higher, like in the 90s. Too bad they can't be imped. So you gotta remember to take it off and replace it with another hat if you're going into combat, so your witch hat doesn't take damage. I forgot that one day and it took a little bit of damage. I was like, whoops. It still stayed above 80, but still. That's why I was thinking, be nice if I had one that was 90 quality. 90 plus. I hope I used arched wall. Oh shit. Did I do the right one? Left arch. Oh, okay. Phew. Hey, that's a little misleading. Yeah. Check this out. So when you go here, it says continue left arch, right? Because that's what it is. It's a marble left arch. But when you actually build the thing, it says you continue to build an arched wall. They should actually change this text to say to build you continue to build a left arched wall so that you don't freak out and think, "Oh no, I went and built the wrong wall." Yeah, I almost lost it there. I was like, "Oh no, I didn't go waste a bunch of bricks on the wrong wall type, did I?" But yeah, that's another little thing that needs to be changed. That and that sloshing water sound I talked about earlier in the stream. People weren't on the stream at the time. Basically, when you're in 5 dirts of water and you're standing and your character isn't swimming, he's just standing, you hear this constant water sloshing sound. You should only be hearing that when your character's animation is actually swimming. That's something they should change. It's because the tunnel I plan to build is going to be 5 dirts deep, and then I can just sail in it or walk in it or whatever. But to hear that sloshing water sound all the time is annoying. I'm not even swimming, so it shouldn't be even sloshing in the first place. It should only slosh when I walk around, which is what happens on a tile that's in water but above 5 dirts. If you walk around, it sloshes only when you walk. That's the way it should be at 5 dirts deep. But minor annoyance. Marble arch right. After this, I gotta get more fence bars made. Oop, I'm not close enough now. I gotta move my cart. Or my wagon, rather. Okay. Okay, so let's see what else they got. Steel breastplate. Look at that, eh? Look at the price on rare steel breastplates now. I mean, I remember when people used to sell those for 5 silver. And this is a high 93 quality one with a high OSP cast. And it's only selling for 3. That's pretty sad. I remember the days when you used to sell a breastplate like that for 5 silver or more. This is why I don't do platesmithing anymore. It's just not worth it. The money to make in it is very little. I don't mind having it though, because if one day I get a dragon scale set, I'll be able to imp it myself. And I'll never have to worry about having to hire somebody to imp it back up for me. Which is kind of the case with the set I have right now, which is total full rare blue drake hide. But if I was going to replace this rare blue drake hide set, I'd want dragon scale and it would have to be blue, the same color. That's the only way I would upgrade my armor is if I found a blue dragon scale set. And then I could probably trade this for dragon scale, but it'd be nice if the dragon scale was already rare. Like I actually rared all these pieces myself. I strange boned all of these so that they were all rare. 'Cause only part of this set was rare when I got it. And I actually put the time into it to make it full rare. So that one day when I sell it, it'll be worth some money and I'll be able to maybe trade up for a dragon scale set. I gotta go get some fence bars made. Prices on a lot of things have gone so far down now. I remember last year I was working with a priest and we were making tons of money selling horseshoe sets. And now the same horseshoe sets are only like 4 silver a set. And they're hard to sell. Almost nobody to buy them. Whereas last year I was selling them like hotcakes for like 6 to 8 silver a set. Things have changed. But who knows, the market might change for the better if more players come back to the game. I guess we'll see. Depends how many high level characters there are. The problem with it, I guess, the economy to a degree is probably there's so many players with high skill now that they just let stuff go for cheap. And as a result, the whole economy has gotten affected by it. I have a feeling that could be part of the problem, but the problem with everything being too cheap in the market in the game is it makes it more work. Like you end up spending more time crafting and or gathering materials or whatever it is that you like to do to make money in the game. It becomes almost like a job in a sense because you have to put more hours in to get less out of it. Whereas before, you used to be able to sell certain things for really good prices and it wouldn't take you long to make some silver, but now you have to do twice as much work to get the same amount of silver. So I don't see why people drop prices on things so much. I mean, I guess it's kind of a global problem in Worm in the sense that everybody's doing it, so everybody's hurting themselves in the process. I mean, it's everybody in the game that sets the economy, I guess, right? So it would require a lot of people to change their ways when it comes to the market. People might disagree with me though and say, "Oh, well, we like it cheap," but I don't know. I think there's a downfall to that. And that downfall is, like I said, you end up having to spend more time doing whatever it is that you do to try and make silver in the game. But it is what it is. Can't expect things to stay the same throughout the whole course of the game. The game, as people get more skilled and people sell accounts, people buy accounts, like the game has a life of its own in a sense. The economy and everything else changes with the times, with the people, and so on and so forth. Guess we just all have to adapt. Find those little niches that make money. Right now, that niche seems to be archaeology. But and I heard some people say archaeology even isn't that worth it anymore unless you have like high skill and get rare shards and things like that. Most of the stuff is pretty worthless apparently. But I don't know, I've never done it. Apparently I got my archaeology up quite a bit. I don't remember ever grinding it that much though. I think I did it a few times just to try it out and I ended up being what, like 29 already. I was like, wow, that doesn't take very long to get skilled up. I'll just wait for these lumps here to heat up and then we'll make some fence bars. Now I think I needed 3 on the one side and then, or sorry, 4 on the one, is it 4? No, it's 3. Yeah, 4 on one side and 3 on the other, so I need at least 7 more fence bars. I think it was 6 actually because I already did one of those walls. 6 more bars and we should be good. But I may as well make a few more this time if I have enough iron in here. May as well check chat in the meantime. Nothing going on. Valray items. Actually, I'm looking, if anybody knows somebody, I'm looking for a green tome charge. I want to actually get a green tome charge for my priest Longbottom. He's a green themed wizard looking guy. And I want him to have the Warg Master summon capability in the title. That'll be his title. I gave a couple of I gave a tome charge to my other priest, so she's got the witch title, and she has the witch hat and everything, so it goes good together. And then for Longbottom, I want him to have the warg. So my one priest can summon skeletons or a wreath, and then the other priest will be able to summon a warg with karma. Not to mention the resistance you get is pretty cool. One of them is resist disease, and the other one was resistance to internal wounds, which is pretty cool. If I was to get a tome for Neville, my main, it'd probably be the expensive one, what is it? I forget what it's called. They sell for extremely high amount of money though. It's like 150 silver for one charge. But you get this title, and you get that physical 10% damage buff, like 10% physical damage resistance, which is really, really nice. That would probably help out in rifts if you're getting hit. What's it called? Tome of something. Smoke of Saul, that's what it's called. Smoke of Saul. Smoke of Saul charge. And you get a title with it. Obviously, as all the tomes come with titles. Just gonna keep making fence bars until I use up all of this iron. That way I have some spares. The best store with runes, statuettes, and masks. Yeah. I don't know, Makufer has better runes than I think. He has more of a stockpile. I usually get him to rune my stuff. I just tell him what I want and I get him to attach it and charge me whatever. And then I usually sell my rift mats to him too, so he'll buy any of my rift mats as long as they're above 20 quality. So I make sure I get 20 quality or above, and then I sell all the mats to him. And then when I get runes off of him, that kind of acts as a discount in a way, because I made money for selling him my rift mats, and then I bought a rune and an attach off him, so it gives me a bit of a discount. That's usually the only time I get things ruined from him, is when I've gone to Rift and I have some materials to sell him. He'll do that with anybody, by the way. If you go to a Rift and you get Rift materials but you don't need to use them and you just want to sell them to get a bit of a discount, you can just sell them to Makufer. As long as as long as they're above 20 quality, he'll take them. You're not going to get a whole lot for it, but enough that it provides some kind of a discount. You know, it's better than having a bunch of rift mats sitting around you're not going to use anyway. Okay, that's it for that. Make the other one. Use up the rest of that iron. And J Popper is a good shipbuilder. I bought my NAR off him. That's something I should probably do to get my carpentry up. Just start building ships. I'd have to start with canoes. I can't remember what my shipbuilding skill is. It's very low, I think, but I think I had started at one point, and yeah, it's 8. I think I did some ores or something. Apparently they say you should make a bunch of ores and imp them until you reach a certain point, 20 or 30 skill or something like that, and then you switch to actually building ships. Anyway, I need to take a quick washroom break, so I'll just be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, here we are. Keep going. Now we can do the rest of our temple, our marble temple. Now that I think about it, I think I have a spare marble brazier I might be able to throw up on top of that temple too. I think what I'll do is, maybe what I'll do is finish the bottom and then import it into Deed Planner. And then figure out what I want the top portion of it to look like, because I might want to throw a statue and a marble brazier up there, so I need to figure out what I want to make the top look like. But that means setting up Deed Planner, so I might do that second bit of finishing this building on the next episode, and I'll just do other things for the rest of this episode after I'm done with the bottom portion of this this building. Add to crafting window. We want let me see, mortar. Okay, we want arch left. Yeah. You need fence bar. I thought, oh no, I went and created ribbons. I created the wrong thing. Oh crap. Well, that's okay. I have ribbons now. I need them for other project anyway. Well, whoops, that was a mistake. Okay, well, I guess I have to go back up again. Oh man. This is what happens when you're sleepy and you don't pay attention. I gotta wake up. Maybe I should have made myself a coffee. Holy moly, that's brutal. Okay, made the totally wrong thing. But that's okay. You can always reuse those for other things. Oh, darn it though. I didn't think before I did that, did I? I didn't double check. It's easy to mistake these things. I wonder, what was the thing I was thinking about doing the other day that needed iron ribbons? I don't remember what it was now. There was something I was gonna do and I needed iron ribbons to do it, so I'll just, once I remember, I'll be able to reuse those at a later point in time. Well, I guess that means I gotta go heat up more iron now. Oh, here we go again. Iron. Alright, let's go. Oops. Alright, heat up some iron. Backpack lumps. Iron. There we go. Warm that up. Alright. Make sure we create fence bars this time. Is it support beams that take ribbons? Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Support beams. I can use those iron ribbons for support beams. Shafts, logs, and iron ribbons. Yes. That's what I wanted them for. Because I need more support beams. What I try and do is, for each time I find a vein in my mine, I reinforce the floor where that tile is, and I put my lamp on it, my blessed lamps on them, so that way there it stays lit all the time. Because I think I don't know if it's the same now, but it was back then. If you put a lamp on a mining tile that doesn't have a reinforced floor on it, you have to keep refilling the lamps with fuel in order for them to stay lit. But if you blast them and you put them on a reinforced tile, they don't need to be refilled. They stay lit all of the time. I'm pretty sure that's how it used to work. So anyways, I just do that by default. That and it's a nice little indicator. Oh, there's a tile there. That's right, because I have a reinforced floor there or whatever. Besides, at some point I could just reinforce all of the floors. Anyway. I mean, there's so much space inside that mine now, I could probably start even building inside there, because you can have buildings underneath inside the mine now. I haven't even begun doing that. So there's a whole lot of potential in the mine in the back of my deed to do that. Because I mined out a whole bunch of rock in there already. And the mine door is right there, so it's not far. It's like, it's a perfect spot. It's nice and close. It's within the village, a lot of the tiles. Because I extended my deed quite a bit east. So it should incorporate a lot of the tiles inside the mine. Wanna buy a 90 blacksmithing imp. I would do it for them, but I'm busy doing this other stuff right now. I guess it depends how many items they want imped. Ah, what the hell. Let's see what they have to say. Oops. Okay. Actually, I can do this, can't I? Isn't it like this? I think so. If it's only one item, it doesn't take that long to do. But if it's a whole bunch of items, that's different. Okay. Fence bars. There we go. Now we're doing the right thing. Just gonna go ahead and create a whole bunch of these. I need to drink some water. Everybody's buying the Bloodthirst enchant these days. Because now you can get it up to 10,000 after training it up. The only problem with Bloodthirst is you're not getting any health back, whereas you do with Life Transfer, but I don't know, I still prefer Life Transfer to be honest. For Rifts, you get hit by mobs, they can hit pretty hard. Because usually what happens is a whole bunch of mobs come up to people, and you're not just getting hit by one, but you're getting hit by multiple mobs, and that's when it gets dicey. Even if you have good armor, it doesn't matter. You have an X number of mobs hitting you all at the same time, and it doesn't seem to matter much. Like I have Drake Hide, rare Drake Hide, which sits in between Drake Hide and Drake Scale for damage reduction, and it's still, they can still take a good chunk out of your health if you get a whole bunch of them hitting you. Alright, we got enough now. Alright, so now we go back down. I just had a thought, and I should probably have thought of this before. If I start that tunnel project, I should probably focus on making tons of them support beams first, so that I can start supporting everything as I go through the tunnel. Because I'm going to need a whole lot of support beams, actually, now that I think about it, if I decide to do that tunnel project. Okay, this person's messaging me. They probably just did, but thank you. Okay. Okay, NP. No big deal. I'm busy anyway. Excuse me. Ugh. Still tired today a little bit. Starting to get hungry actually. It's almost dinner time. Almost dinner time. That's okay, we'll finish this temple though. Bottom part. Alrighty. Marble left arch. Okay. I'm gonna move this up. This thing's in my way. Okay, and then this one was a T-arch. Marble T-arch. And this one's a marble T-arch. Okay. Add this one back again. Okay. There's this crate, yeah, and then actually let's put mortar in here. Oh, I have tons of mortar. Okay, good. Oh, wait, it just added it. Okay. Wonder if did I get a meditation tick earlier? Forgot to look. Apparently I need to get to 40 meditation before I can move up to the next level. I always forget to meditate, and I created timers yesterday to remind myself now. I'll have to start using them and remember to use them. Start being more on top of my meditation. I probably should have been a lot higher than that by now had I done it every day, and I haven't been for months. So I think I'm too far away yet. I have to move closer. Definitely like these new wall types. As a matter of fact, I have to reface all of my stables with T-arched walls, wooden T-arched walls, and then like redo all of my gates. That's another big job to do. Before I started streaming, like I think I had mentioned, I hadn't worked on the deed in 2 years. But since I started streaming, and then I went to Lunalong, right? And I imped all those things for people, and I kind of said to myself, okay, I'm tired of imping now for a while. I need a break. So then I started working on my deed, and as I started doing one thing led to another, and then I had all these ideas, and now that's all I've been doing lately is just building and like digging and prepping everything for new buildings to go up on the deed. So I actually got stone bricks, I got marble bricks, I got mortar, did all those orders. I need to get slate bricks next. I'm gonna have to pay for an order of slate bricks. It's really handy now to have the Wagoner in the game because whenever I order something, I want people to deliver by Wagoner now. I don't have to sail to go get it. They don't have to sail to me. Just pay for the contract, let the Wagoner deliver it, and then pick it up. It's so handy. I love doing things that way now. It's kind of bad in a way for people on other servers because people on other servers are willing to travel all the way here to come and, deliver materials, but because of the Wagoner system, I don't order stuff from people on other servers anymore. I make sure that they're on Xanadu and they can deliver it to me by Wagoner. And I don't even bother with people on other servers now. So I'm sure they're feeling a bit of a loss in profits on their end. But I don't think that's a bad thing, at least. I don't really care. For me, it's more convenient to have the Wagoner, so be able to deliver things that way and get things that way. What would be a good idea then for those people though who are on other servers, I was thinking about this the other day, what they should probably do is set up like just a very small deed on the server, on the various servers, if they do a lot of business, I mean. Um, they could set up a small deed on each server with a Wagoner, and then when they want to um, deliver something from another server to somebody, rather than sailing to them, they just need to sail to their deed where they have their Wagoner, and then deliver with their Wagoner from there onto to the person on that server. That way they don't need to worry about sailing to go to a coast to drop it off for somebody. That person doesn't have to worry about going to the coast to pick it up. They just wait for the Wagoner on their server to come deliver to them from the person that came from the other server to put it on the Wagoner. That to me would make more sense. If I was on another server and I was doing a lot of business in bulk materials, that's the way I would do it. I'd have a deed on each server that I sell materials to with a wagoner sitting on it. And then I'd just go and deliver my stuff to each wagoner on each server to go do the deliveries and never have to worry about sailing in to go meet somebody or whatever. And then for them, it's more convenient for the customer because then they just get it by wagoner and they don't have to go out and meet you at the coast to go pick up the items. It'd be a little expensive. I mean, you have to buy the wagoner contracts and you have to purchase the deeds and set them up. But if you're making a lot of money, like a lot of silver in the game, selling bulk materials anyway, it should be a minimal cost compared to what you're bringing in. Because once you set up those wagoners, you never have to touch them again. Um, so that would be the way I would do it if I was them. Or maybe even better, maybe like have like maybe people band together and they say, okay, like a whole bunch of us on this server want to sell materials to that server over there. So maybe what we do is we pool our resources to create an area with a bunch of wagoners and we label them all as public wagoners. And then anyone who wants to sell materials from, say, one server to another can just go to the area with all those public wagoners and use them. Maybe that's a better way to do it. And then everybody pools money to buy the wagoner contracts to have X number of wagoners set up at a deed or whatever. Like everybody shares the cost. So it'd be kind of like a co-op in a sense, I guess you could say. Like let's say you and 10 other people on the server are interested in selling bulk materials. You all share the cost of the deed and the wagoners that are on the deed. Enough of them that you can have wagoners constantly going and delivering materials. That'd be another way to do it. I don't know if that'd be viable or not, but I guess if you're in an alliance, it'd probably be pretty viable to do. I wonder if some alliances do that actually, now that I think about it. If there's an alliance with a whole bunch of people in it. Did I create it? Oh, I'm done. Okay. What was I gonna say? If you're in an alliance, I wonder if some of these large alliances have fees for their members. In other words, if you want to be a member of such and such, if you want to be a member of this alliance, you got to pay us like 1 silver a month or something to be in the alliance. And then those fees get pooled in some bank account for the alliance, and then certain things can be purchased for alliance use. It's kind of like a co-op in a sense. Everybody contributes and everybody can benefit from uh, whatever, you know, materials. So like let's say you're starting a new alliance and you get 10 members to join. That's 10 silver each a month. That should be enough to buy like materials for everybody eventually. And then everybody doesn't have to spend their silver that they make going out to buy materials because it's all it's all being pooled. It's all taken from the pool of money from the alliance. So you can build an alliance that way that provides all of the materials that's needed for everybody to do what they want to do. Logs, bricks, mortar, whatever. And anything that people create above and beyond that is just for their own profit. And then you could have like, you know, an alliance uh, forum page for your selling all of your alliance's stuff. You can have traders set up for your alliance so that You know, that's another thing actually, now that I think about it. You could, instead of people having to buy merchant contracts, they could use money pooled from the Alliance membership to buy the contracts one at a time until you end up with a whole bunch of merchants. And then people don't have to pay for the contracts. They could just say, okay, well, we're going to give this merchant to you because you're ready to sell a bunch of materials. Here you go. And just give it to them and they can use it. It becomes their own merchant. I think that would work actually. That'd be a good way to set up an alliance because then the alliance members would be like, hey, there's benefits to being in this alliance. I get free materials, I get free merchant contracts, I get a space on a forum page to post the stuff I want to sell. I can sell my stuff on a merchant, and I don't have to spend money buying materials because the alliance does it. And all the profit that I make basically goes into my pocket. You know, minus whatever fees I give to the alliance every month, which is only like, you only need to get like, you know, whatever the fee, maybe 1 silver per member or something like that. And maybe new members who have very low skill, maybe you only set that to like 25 copper or 50 copper or something. And when they get higher up in skill, they can afford the 1 silver a month kind of thing. I wonder, that'd probably be a nice little incentive to for alliance members. I used to run an alliance at one time, but I've learned what to do and what not to do. It's generally better to run an alliance if you're all close together. So you find a huge spot somewhere on the server and you get a whole bunch of people involved and you all build your deeds next to each other. And then you interconnect each other's deeds and you work together on shared projects like tunnels or making roads between all of the deeds, making it decorating everything between the deeds, all that kind of stuff. And then if you want help with something or you want to do some kind of an alliance event or something, you're already all close together as opposed to being spread apart. Because the way the old alliance I used to run was Lake Selkie, and I used to have an alliance with almost everybody on Lake Selkie, and we each had our own individual deeds spread across the whole lake. But the problem with that was we had alliance chat, but we never really did anything as an alliance together. There was no pooling of resources, there was no sharing or helping each other build things. There was none of that because all of our deeds were spread apart. And I believe the alliance that Factional Fight and some others made around here somewhere or somewhere else. There was an alliance around here anyway, around like what, J11 and 12, something like that. And they had the right idea. They made all of their deeds next to each other, close to each other, and made like this massive area. So it looks like an actual town because all the deeds are so close together. It looks like one big city or one big town. Alright, so that's what our new temple looks like. Let me dump this stuff in my cart. Or wagon rather. Okay, so that is exactly what I wanted. That's perfect. Nice wide looking archways with pillars. Perfect. Now I can pop this structure into Deed Planner before next episode, and then next episode I can plan out the top of it and make it look cool. I could imagine a statue of Tick right up here in the middle, perhaps illuminated with some marble braziers or something like that. I'll have to work on a design for the top of the temple. And now I can meditate on my meditation tile right here. And then my area is perfectly set up now. The only other thing I want to do is flatten those tiles above it to make all these slopes even and a little bit more consistent looking, and then I can slab them. I'll probably use the same kind of slab that I used up there. And then slab this whole wall area here. And then with the sand in front, it looks cool. It's kind of like desert, the desert look to the temple with the flowers inside of it. The only thing I need to do now though is I need to put fences here to block any animals from coming in, because I don't think these archways block animals. So if animals come in here and they mess up these tiles, it's gonna mess up my love tile. So I need to put fences. Now I see a problem with this though. The fence will bleed through the pillar, but I guess that won't be so bad. I guess it'll look alright. I'll have to do it in Deed Planner and see what fence looks best. I probably should get some empty crates. I wonder if I have any. I wonder if I can make at least one. Just to catch some of this dirt. Marble brick. Okay, this one's empty. We can... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Load. Okay, I want to make this dirt. What else? Maybe I can move that in here. Okay, good. There's another empty crate. Dirt. Okay. Pick up this dirt. We don't need it sitting here anymore. That dirt is taking damage. I need to get rid of that. I need more crates. I don't have enough crates. I could build more crates, but... Oh yeah, I need like an order of crates is what I need. And just get like somebody to deliver me like a whole order of cedarwood crates, and then I can just imp them up. Quality doesn't matter. Rather than me having to make them all from scratch. Maybe I'll do that at some point. I don't think I have any free crates upstairs. I'll have to look. Maybe I'll throw some of this dirt into I think I have some spare crates maybe inside my thingy for my Wagoner. I should probably get some out of there. I need more crates for dirt now. I remember at one point I was gonna make this road down here level with the other road above, but that's like a lot of slope to make that road a 2-lane road. I was gonna make that equal with that. I wonder, I might have enough dirt to throw on that now though, given all the dirt that's over there. And I have to get rid of that whole platform that's there that I had built for the temple, and it's no longer valid. So all that dirt can be removed. Maybe I should two-lane this road all the way to the farm. It would make more sense. Now I have the extra dirt to do it. It'd take a while to do it though. All the way to the end. That's a lot of dirt to drop, but it would free up some crates, that's for sure. Wonder if I have any up here. I don't think so. No, all these crates are used. I got mortar, bricks, whatever in these. So those are all taken. Okay, well, I think what I'm gonna do now is, since I'm done the temple for today, I'll leave that task alone. And I'll go back to building my obelisk, because I left all the crates with all the materials at the base of the obelisk to just throw them on. My obelisk is right here. I may as well just continue crafting this. I have to add a ton of stuff to this. Clay, bricks. Do I have bricks here? Yeah, I do. I need to add 200 bricks, 900 clay, and 100 bronze lumps. If I add this to this, too far away. There we go. This is gonna take a while. Building the obelisk. I already put almost 1,000 bricks, right? What, the last 200 bricks, that's 1,000 bricks. So it's pretty much half done. After I'm done putting the rest of these bricks on, I'll be half done the obelisk. I wonder if these still become missions. I guess it doesn't matter, because it would say it needs to be in a certain area. What's the obelisk say on the website? Maybe it says, let me check here, obelisk. I think it's supposed to be like a 3x3 flat area or something. Maybe not. Mission structures. Obelisks are mission structures requiring high masonry. But it doesn't say what the mission has to be. In order to complete a mission, it requires a building of certain type. Can't be built inside a building. Can be moved and rotated by a player who completes its construction. Can be chosen by the game as a target location for missions. Oh, that's interesting. If not currently located on a deed. Oh, mine is on a deed. Cannot be moved and will block deed expansion if it is currently involved in an active mission. Okay. Will not block deed expansion or be used for missions if it is currently located on the deed. Okay, that's in my case, that's the case. So the one that I'm building is on my deed, so it won't block deed expansion or be used for missions. Receives a random name upon completion. Used to identify a structure if it's used for a mission. Lists the names of players who contributed to its construction when examined, along with how much each player contributed. Yeah, it doesn't tell me anything about the mission. Spirit gates are mission structures as well. Wow, they require 1,000 gold lumps for a spirit gate? Ew, that's brutal. 1,000 clay and 1,000 stone bricks. Wow, for a tiny little spirit gate, it requires that many materials? It's brutal. Shrine. I had put a couple of shrines. Actually, I have to move those. I have a couple of shrines sitting up by the old meditation area I had set up that I was going to build at the new meditation area because they look kind of neat. They require 1 clay to create, which I did already. Did I? Maybe. 100 brass lumps, 100 planks, 10 small nails, 11 slabs, 10 blue flowers. The materials aren't that bad for those shrines. Hmm. I can't remember if I put... I think I just created them so they would appear, but I didn't actually put any materials into them, I don't think. I hope I can move them. I don't remember if I had put any materials on them or not. I need to move them now because now they're in the wrong spot. Actually, as soon as I finish putting the last brick, I'm gonna go move those shrines. So I'm just gonna do it now. I'm just gonna go move the shrines now. Okay, let's go move the shrines. I can bring my wagon in case I need to load them in. I don't know if they can be loaded, but should be able to load them. Unless it's an item that can't be loaded, but... What's Fabricant saying? Wiki page about epic structures, it may be out of date. Pretty sure they don't block deeding anymore. You can also build them anywhere, even on deed. Yeah, it is cracked. Okay. Okay. It's... I wonder why, though, that they block missions while it's on a deed. I mean, I would think... My initial thinking when I read that was this. Why don't they allow missions? So, for example, if I build an obelisk on my deed, and now it just means that people can pick up a mission from my deed, and people will come and see my deed. Doesn't that enhance the community in a sense? If you were able to pick up a mission from somebody's deed, I would think that would kind of enhance the gameplay. But it doesn't seem to be that way. It seems like they don't allow missions to happen on an obelisk that's built on a deed. I don't know why they would do that. This doesn't seem to make sense to me. Not transportable. Oh, wonderful. I hope I can take it. Can I take it? Oh, okay, good. I'm glad I only put one material on these, the slab and the brick, or this one slab and the 1 clay to create them. Otherwise I would have had to bash them and destroy them. Alright. Good, now I got them. No, I don't know if I can get down there though. From here anymore. Because it's too steep here now. Maybe I can get down this part. No. Maybe over here? Oh, I think I'm stuck. I don't think I can. I'm just gonna have to walk down with the shrine in hand. go pop my shrine on the ground over there. Bit of a slow walk. Let me go back. So, and it's to prevent cases where people deed over existing structures and close it off to the public. No way to tell if it will be accessible once deeded over. It's best to just disable missions on them. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. If it's closed off, yeah, like, well, yeah, I guess you can't build them inside a building, but you could probably fence it off or something, and then people wouldn't have access to it. So then they'd go there, and there'd be waste of time because they wouldn't be able to access it. So it makes sense, I guess. Wonder if it would look better over there. Maybe I'll move it. Maybe it would be better. Or actually, no, that's not gonna work, is it? Oh, maybe it will, yeah. I think I have enough space on the other side. I love move to center. So glad they added that. That looks better. Okay. Now I just gotta put the other one. Such a slow walk. Carrying this heavy thing. Okay. I am getting a little bit of masonry skill, I guess. Not very much. I'm not using skiller tools, that's the problem. I should probably be using skiller tools when I'm doing that obelisk, rather than my fast trowel or whatever. Or wait, no, I'm not using a trowel for that. I'm just using the item and putting it on. Yeah, I guess you don't get much skill for it. Somebody was telling me to just grind out grindstones or something for masonry. It'd be better. Put a donut around it too. Donuts. That's where I was at. I was at the donut shop uh, before I started streaming. Coffee and donut. Okay. Well, that looks good. Once I build those, they won't disappear from view. I know that these things, until they're fully built, they don't, like if you walk so far away from them, like a certain number of tiles away, they just disappear. See, that one disappeared out of view over there? It's kind of stupid, but that's the way it is until you finish building them. Here, I'm gonna fix my boat so it doesn't look retarded inside the sand over there. Alright, raise anchor. Let's take that out of here. Put it back on the other side. Once I get some empty crates, I'm gonna drop some in the ship. And then I can just drop all that dirt in here at some point. Good enough. Oh, there's that wonderful sloshing sound. They really need to fix that. Shouldn't be sloshing unless I'm swimming. All they gotta do is tie the sound to the animation and it would fix this problem. Anyway. Let's go back up to the top. Gotta turn on my climbing. Oh, I'm gonna get stuck on this stupid hill, I think. Maybe not. Oh yeah, it's too steep. I need to slope all of this, so this is not a problem anymore. I need to fix all this slope. This is all a mess. What is this? 36 slope. Yeah, no wonder. I'm gonna have to add dirt and fix all the slopes along my road. Another project. Too many projects, man. Almost need to hire some people to come here and do stuff. I know exactly what I want them to do. I have tons and tons of work. But then I have to get some silver to pay them. That's the problem. Oh my god, this is annoying. Okay. I'm obviously not gonna get up this way. Let's go the other way. Come on. Dreaded slopes. I'm sure that I used to get up there. Maybe it's too steep now that I added that other road there. I think it is. Oh well, forget it. I'm just gonna go to the other side. Uh, I'm gonna probably have to build another platform in the near future to expand this. Since that's all deed property down the hill, I'm gonna have to build another area. Question is what to put in that area. So that means dropping dirt, creating another platform like I did up here. Thousands and thousands of dirt for another platform. But there's no point in doing it until I figure out what it is I would actually put there. Maybe I'd put housing there or something. A bunch of houses. Build a bunch of houses. That'll be like the housing community. And then the crafting area and church and castle and everything will be up top here with the stables. That'd be a neat idea, actually. Make a bunch of houses. They'd be all overlooking the water and stuff. Okay, so we did that. My merchant is full of junk. Actually, I need to do something to these swords. This sword and this rare one, I want to get them both enchanted with everything. COC, life transfer, mind, uh, what is it? MS, and the other one, nimbleness. I want to get both those swords enchanted and ruined and everything. Those are going to be my hunting swords. I'm going to get some one-handed skill and swords up that way. Because silver swords give that 10% buff for hunting, so that'll be my new hunting weapon. Instead of hunting with a rare huge axe, I could just use that for rifts. And then use the swords for hunting regular mobs around here. It's just more fun. I've yet to find anybody that... Smiling Cat was saying she would do it, but her priests are not active yet, so... It's not going to be cheap, though. It's going to be somewhat expensive. I could do it with my priests. I could do some of it. I can't do COC. There was something she was saying about... Let me go to her chat for a minute. Maybe I can tell you guys what it was that she told me. she said about, she was talking about the order in which you have to enchant weapons or something, which I inquired about. I don't know if she was talking to me on Neville about that. Might be here. Yeah, okay, here it is. So, uh, yeah, we were talking about dispelling. She says, yes, a specific order. When you examine a weapon, you see that the casts on the weapon are always in the same order. That is the way Worm orders them. Those that read first are removed first when you dispel. That is why those last in that line need to be cast first, to have a chance to remove them without removing the others. So, yeah, a little bit of guidelines on enchanting weapons. I don't have a Venora Priest, so I can't do COC, but I can do Nimbleness and I can do Life Transfer. The problem is my channeling isn't high enough to pull off those 90 plus casts unless I get really lucky, and I'd be wasting a lot of favor doing it, so I figured I was just gonna get her to do both these swords, pay her the money, and just be done with it. There's a few items on here I could probably enchant and sell for cheap. Hmm. Some of these are old skiller tools too. Like that file is old. It's an old skiller. That, that, grindstone. Wait, what's my grindstone? Don't I have a rare one? 96. Oh, I see. Take that off my buckets. These don't need to be on there. These don't need to be in there. Stone chisel can be removed. All of these I could throw in that toolbox that I have. That's what I'm gonna do. Take all these out of, and then I have more space on my merchant. So I tried to put something on them the other day and it was full. I got all these spares, crappy skillers that I don't use. Some of them are decent and some of them aren't. Should probably try selling some of these, because I don't need them. Some of these are low enchants. I should probably just dispel them and try and enchant them with my priest, and if they blow up, they blow up. Like butchering knife. Hmm. Spindles. Like I could dispel that one and recast it. It's BOTD. This one's C90 already. And I have a couple of rakes. Yeah. Maybe I should just put a list on forum or something. See if I could sell them. I have to talk to that guy on Discord about his boat, because he's gonna buy my old Nar, which is sitting on here now. Wonder if it has crates in it. It does. A whole bunch of empties. I could use some of these right now, actually, for like some of that dirt. That pillar is mine, though. I have to take that out, that brazier. That I can actually take that brazier and put it where the temple is, now that I think about it. It can be hauled up to the second floor once I build the second floor. Oh, let's see how long I've been streaming for. I've been streaming for what? 2 hours now? Let's see what chat's saying. Okay, so Mind Stealer is not worth the cast or the cost. Yeah, they are pretty insignificant, are they? Like most of the time I'll get like unarmed skill or something. Or like maybe I'll get like body strength, a little bit of body strength or body stamina. But yeah, it's really quite negligible. I wonder if maybe the devs have ever thought about MS and whether they should maybe buff it or something. Just because it seems so mediocre and I don't know. You know what would be really cool, actually, now that I think about it? It's called Mind Stealer, right? So why don't they make it steal mind logic and mind speed instead of like other stuff? They should just make MS only steal these two stats, like, or these three stats: mind logic, and mind speed, because it's called Mind Stealer. So why is Mind Stealer stealing unarmed weapon skill or body skill? It doesn't make sense. It would make way more sense if it stole mind logic, mind speed, and mind, and it would be way more useful, I would think. Because, everybody loves to be able to have mind logic. Every little bit of mind logic helps. So being able to steal some mind speed, some mind logic, some mind skill, that would be great. Stealing their knowledge. Yeah, I think they should just make it steal mind skills though. That'd be even better, I think. Rather than all that other useless knowledge like unarmed weapon skill and stuff. Because like you say, it's the gains are pretty insignificant, right? So it it'd be cooler if it just stole the mind skills from creatures. Hmm. I wonder. Maybe I should make that suggestion on the forum. Have a little poll or something. Do you think that, I don't know, or just add the suggestion and see what people think? Change Mind Stealer so that it only steals mind logic, and mind speed. See what people say. I don't know what to do now. It's fogging up actually. It's starting to fog up a bit. There might be some fog spiders showing up pretty soon. Haven't seen one of them in a while. It's definitely getting foggy. Ah, what the heck. May as well. Why not? Let's go take a little hunting trip over in the tundra next door. See what mobs have spawned out there. Last time I went, there wasn't much there because I'd already cleansed that whole area. It usually takes a while for all those mobs to respawn, but Who knows? Maybe we'll see some fog spiders while we're out there. So this area used to be Upanax Harbor, and now there's just this JK Embassy here. What's his name? Put that here. War something. What's his name? Ugh, I don't remember now. It's not Warlander, it's that other guy with a name that starts with a W. He used to be on Xanadu. Wargasm, that's it. Wargasm created that building. JK Embassy building on what used to be Upanax Harbor and is no longer. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. I don't think this is deeded. I think he just built a building here. Yeah, this is not deeded at all. I don't know why they created a JK Embassy building. There must be a reason. In the middle of this server here. I don't know. There was another area up here. Up there. A guy who used to be in my old alliance had started to build up there and then he quit. And nothing ever came of it. There's a little horse. We'll leave him alone. I just see a couple of horses out here. Nothing much. Just these gray. Oh, what was that? There's some aggressive mob over there. Actually, while I'm out here, I could see if there's more sheep to bring back on the farm. More grazing animals. More cows and sheep. Oh, that's a little wildcat. I want one of those as a pet. Okay, I'm gonna kill some meat and go tame him. I actually had the coolest pet for a while. I had a champion wildcat, but it had like it had a special name. It was like a unique mob, and he was huge. And I had him sitting in my castle for the longest time. Then he passed away. Because he was already old by the time I got him. He was already venerable or whatever. But it was such a cool little mob. Oh wait, I went and buried that. I was supposed to butcher it for meat. Dumbass. Alright, let me go kill another horse. I want to tame that little wildcat. I like cats. I used to have a cat. And I moved to my new place, so I couldn't keep him because the new place doesn't allow cats. Or pets for that matter, so it's unfortunate. But he has a good home, and it's better for my allergies anyway. Not to have a cat anymore. I still miss having one though. It's good to have a little companion running around. He was a very affectionate cat. I still kind of regret giving him away. But I had no choice. I hate having to do that though. It still bugs me to this day. I gave him away a couple months ago and it bugs me every day. I think about my cat. Get attached to animals just like you do with humans. Unfortunately, gets hard to. Oh, there's a bison over here. Maybe I'll get lucky and more bison will spawn again. At one point there was that huge herd that was around here, but okay, tame. I better take off my axe before I accidentally hurt him. Oh, he ignored that. He didn't like that too much. Wow. I love the noise that they make. I wish they were bigger. Like that champion I found. Oh, come on. What's my taming skill anyway? I forget what my taming skill is. Isn't it under nature? No, it's not, is it? Or wait, yeah, it should be. Animal taming 17. Why is it so hard to tame this guy? Come on. I only have one meat. Then, of course, he didn't get tamed. Wonderful. Okay, now I have to go get more meat. Would have thought 4 meat would have done it. So much for that. Need more meat. Just butcher it with my shovel. Who cares? Just want the meat anyway. Alright. Well, I only got 1 meat by doing that though. Oops. Yeah, that wasn't such a good idea. Oh well. I'll go try and tame them with the 1 meat that I have. This is probably gonna fail. Now I'm gonna have a hard time finding them, because they're like camouflage in this tundra here. Can't see them. Better take off my axe again. Oh wait, actually there's horses over there. Kill some of them for meat. Hmm. Yeah, those wildcats are really hard to see in tundra. Is that an ebony? It looks like an ebony from here. Whoops. I got flowers in my saddle sacks. Alright, open. What's this? 1 meat. I guess when you use your shovel, you only get 1 meat. Oh no, that's that brown one from earlier. Okay, so now I have to find that stupid wildcat. Where did he go? I don't see him anywhere. I see another horse to kill though. I'm gonna use my butcher knife this time. I got 5 meat. I should have enough meat now. I just gotta find the stupid wildcat. Is that him there? No, that's the bison. Where is he? He was around here somewhere. And this is what I hate about wildcats. They're really hard to see. Uh, I'm just gonna go up here for a minute and see if I can, like, cause the terrain detail disappears and it's a little easier to see sometimes from further away. If I could just spot him, I could just go in a straight line towards him. I don't see him anywhere though. He must have followed me. Oh, there's a hell horse. Adolescent. Ooh, I want that. I'm gonna take that back to my deed. If I could find a female and a male, I'll be set for breeding them again. That's an old horse. Where is the darn wildcat? Where did you go? I can't find him anywhere. Well, I'm not gonna waste my time keeping trying to find this thing. Forget it. Not gonna bother. Alright, whatever. Bison, horse, horse. Let's go back the other way. Oh wait, there he is. There he is, right there. Okay. Oops. Don't want to use my... Oh, there we go. Okay, kitty. Stop being a pain. I'm gonna slap you. Of course I didn't build up my stamina now. It's gonna take forever to run the taming timer. Hallelujah, you're tamed. Okay, now I want to just up my taming level with him. A little bit more. Stronger bond. What's the bond with him? Nervous. I don't know if I can go higher than nervous at my skill. I don't think so, but... I risk making him pissed off at me if I keep doing this, but... You know what? I think I'm just gonna stop there. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go get that hell horse over there. Because that's an adolescent. That's perfect. Oh wait, I'm supposed to lead that. I'm supposed to lead the wildcat. Am I not? Crap. I was supposed to lead the wildcat. You know what they should do? I just had another thought. When you summon skeletons using the Black Tome, they're automatically set to lead when you summon them, without having to use a rope to summon them. If you, or sorry, to lead them. If you unlead the skeletons after you summon them, then you have to use a halter rope or a rope to lead them again. So what they should do is make it so that when you've tamed an animal, it automatically leads that animal. That would be kind of nice. Kind of like when you summon a skeleton, it's automatically led. You know, that way there you can just hop on your mount and run off. You don't have to worry about, oops, I forgot to lead him so that he follows me around. It'd be cool if your pet could just follow you around without leading them, but like a dog that follows a person around without a leash. That would be kind of cool. I want to find another. I was just talking earlier in the stream about how there's never any hell horses around here. Aw, the stupid cat is trying to hit my hell horse. And he's gonna kill the cat. Whatever, let him kill him. I don't care anymore. Whatever. As long as he's not attacking me. Matter of fact, I should probably take my axe off. Just in case the hell horse attacks me. They're having a beef with each other. Back there. I want to quickly see if there's another hell horse around here. There is! Awesome! Wow, what are the chances, man? This is a good day. I just hope one's female and one's male. I didn't check them. What is that? That's another one. Holy hell horses! That's the first time I see that many spawn in here. Oh wow, this is great. This is perfect. Awesome. I'm gonna totally breed. I just hope I have a female and a male. If I have a breeding pair out of these three, that'd be perfect. Now I'm gonna go see if there's more. If I could get another one, even better. I'm gonna have to hurry up and get back to the deed before they start beating on me though. Thankfully we have the new highway. So I could just use the highway. Yeah, see, they're starting to attack me already. I better hurry up and get back. Now. Oh, great, there's a lava spider. Actually, I want to kill that. Come on. Oh, I'm not equipping my sword? What the hell? Okay, there we go. Come on, hit. How could... I hate that. How can hit miss so many times? Like, I have nimbleness on this weapon. I have like 70, almost 75 fight skill. I have almost 66 axe skill, yet I still miss a whole bunch of times. It's annoying. Sometimes I don't miss at all, and then other times I get a huge string of misses. And it always happens at the worst times. Like now. Come on, hurry up and kill it already. I don't want to die here. Stop missing, for God's sake. How can you miss something that big that's right in front of you? Come on, RNG. Please be good to me. There we go. Okay, hallelujah. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. We'll worry about fixing this mob and burying it and all that crap later. Need to hurry up before I get killed. Oh man, they're killing me hard. Better get to the top of that hill and unlead these things and go heal. Shit, I wonder if I should... Yeah, I'm gonna get owned here. Stupid, too many horses hitting me. Stop bleeding. Stop bleeding. Stop bleeding. Okay, now I need to heal. I'll just use some of this, I guess. Whatever wounds can I heal with it? Nothing? Really? I have no bruises? Just a bunch of wounds I can't heal? Wonderful. I don't have any cotton on me. Oh, damn it. I Thought I had cotton. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to pull up my other account and come and heal my dude. Actually, I have an idea now that I think about it. I have a very good idea, actually. Just give me a minute here.